Today on Ridgely's Radar, we will be going into the number 12 palette in the starter collections level 4. I did a previous video on what the starter collections are, how to find your shade, what the different level kits are, and how to get them. So if you're interested in knowing more, definitely click down below in the descriptions. I'll link the previous video so you can go there first. And this video, I am going to dive right in and show you everything that's in this 12 palette and how to use it. I'm just going to put my hair back so that it makes it easier to show you what I'm doing. I am going to stick with the 12 palette just because everything's in here and hopefully that won't confuse you, but I love having 3 highlights. And when I color match my customers, more times than not, maybe 98% of the time, I match them to 3 colors and a contour. So I really think it's important to get a color match, but if that's not for you, that's totally understandable. I can also help you pick your level. So if you want that, I have linked down below my color match form, and on there's a section about collections. And if you want the collections, just click off, what level you think you are, what you are. And then in the comments, let me know that you actually want to buy a collection and you just want help with the level. That way I can just check it out, make sure you're picking the right one for you. And then I'll send you the link to shop with me, and I will still help you all the way through as I do all my customers, whether you buy a pre-built collection or you get a color match, you get all the support, all the resources, everything that I can do to help you. So don't worry, you will not be left hanging if you buy a pre-built collection from me. So, but what I want to show you is it's so cool how these colors actually work together. And because the 12 comes with these 2 brushes, I'm just gonna go in with these 2 brushes. I've washed my face, I've put on my moisturizer. It's really, really important that when you are gonna work with cream foundation, that obviously your skin is clean. Let your moisturizer, your primer, your SPF sink into your skin with enough time. Like give yourself like 10 minutes. If you're getting ready in the morning, go have your coffee, your water, your breakfast, come back, and then you're ready to go. Just make sure you have clean hands, and if you're gonna be using your fingers for the products, you just wanna have clean fingers. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna use my fingers to apply because it's faster, and especially if you're a beginner, you'll lift up less product and you're gonna like it better because it's thinner. But I find that if you have one of these brushes like the 3D, you end up swiping into it and you pick up way too much product. So I really suggest, if you're starting, go in with either a smaller end of the brush, or if you're gonna use the 3D brush and you're gonna use this end, just go in really lightly because you could pick up way too much product. But because each kit comes with different brushes, I'm gonna show you using my fingers so that you have sort of a better idea of what it's like versus, trying to explain all 3 brushes. I think that's better. And then we can use either the soft end of the 3D brush or this one are pretty similar for blending. So we can do that. So let's go in. So I'm gonna take their 3 colors. I don't know if you can tell, this is the lightest, sort of medium, and well, they're kind of like, these are the same. So I'd say light, medium, dark. So the lightest is what you're gonna go in, and I like to go in with my finger, just tap in and put it around my eye. I like to work around my eye first because I want it to warm to my skin tone, and you can see how much I'm putting on. And then down your nose like this. Now, this color is in the 8, so that is one of the colors in the 8. Now, if you didn't get the 3rd color because you got the smallest one, I should say this color's in the 4. So it's in the 4, 8, and this one. So the mango is not in the 4. So I really think that the 4 is limiting. If that's the one you want to go for and that's the right one for your budget, I totally understand. I would pick between the 8 and the 12 because you have more options when you have the 3 highlight colors. And I feel very strongly about that because as a mature woman, you are most likely going to need the 3 colors. and the contour. Okay, so then what I like to do is go into a little bit into my lightest color and then my dark color, which is the mango in my case. And I like to put that on my eyelid because this orangey color, dark color, will minimize this redness on my eyelids. So just put it like that, dab it on there. And then I like to go into the second color. Now I've put them in this order for a reason because I go 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what I mean? I don't know why I don't mix these up, but for some reason I really like this 3. So I'm just gonna go into this darker color, which is my mango, and this is going to help with all this redness on my face. I have a mirror right here, so I'm just gonna look down to make sure I get it in the places that I need it. Now, I've been doing this for a long time and I'm so used to putting on my makeup, I can pretty much do it without a mirror, but I do like to make sure I'm doing it right. So here is the mango and I'm almost like rubbing it in as I go. I have a little bit of redness on my chin like that, and I just wanna get sure that I get that right there. So as you can see, it's really minimal. I haven't put it all over my face. I've only put it where I want it. Now this third color, the mango for me, is the color corrector. Now when you get your level or your shade, I'll let you know where to place and how to use the different products. So it'll make it so much easier for you because you'll, even though you want the pre-built and you get the starter collection, I will help you with placement and application because that's gonna make a big difference on how the makeup will wear and look on you. The third color is my main shade, so I'm just gonna grab it and put it along my jawline like this. And, oh, my earrings are a little bit in the way, like this. And as you can see, it's pretty close to my main shade, which it is. And once it blends in, and you can take this along your forehead like this. Now, if you didn't put makeup in here because you were in the level 4, you would only have these 2 colors right here, then this color would be on your cheeks, right? So then I'm gonna go into the contour, which is olive. I'm just gonna pick it up. Now, the contours are a little harder to pick up. They're a little firmer consistency. So I like to just, you may need to warm it up with your finger. You may need to put a hairdryer on if it's too chilly. Right now I have the air conditioning on. So I'm just gonna put my contour where I want it. Now I have other videos on here with more in depth, but I wanna just give you an idea for this, what this looks like, and I don't want it to take forever. So put a little here, and then don't forget you want to put a little bit on your under your jaw. And now if you were using the brushes, you would either use this end of the 3D brush to do this, or you'd use this end of the detail brush if you got this palette right here, right? Okay, and did I do over here? I can't remember if I did it over here, but we'll do it anyway. And then I want to add a little bit more. I feel like I need to even that out. So if you had the 3D brush, or you had, I'm gonna put the palette down for a second, you had this brush right here. They're kind of similar. This is more of a sort of round, oval kind of shape, but it does have a very nice, dense, covered brush. And this is more round. This is the blush bronzer, and you can see it's just a little rounder, but they both do really the same thing. So I'm gonna go in with the 3D just to give you an idea. So what I like to do is I like to blend, I don't know why, I always start at my jawline and I blend this in like this. Now this will just push the product into your skin, blending it. You don't wanna swipe or pull or do anything. You just wanna, we call it stippling. So just press it into your skin and it will make a very even, gorgeous complexion. So I'm just checking myself in the mirror so that I don't make a mistake. And then I let for some reason, I go up my face. I start at the bottom and I go into the lightest things. I'm not gonna do my contour yet. I'm gonna do this. And as you can see, it's evening out my skin tone. It's making the redness go away, and it's creating a very light, even complexion. It's brilliant. This stuff is so cool. And then you can go up here. Just, I like to sort of press it in. I'm not gonna do the contour yet. I'm doing the lightest colors. And now I'm gonna go down to my nose and then my eyes. And honestly, you can do what order you prefer. I like to go into my lightest colors first and do that. And then my eyes I do now because it's warm to my skin, and that. Now my eyebrows always seem to like to go different directions. So there you can see what it looks like. Now for the contour, I didn't really put a lot of contour on, but you want to blend the contour up. I could actually add a little more because I don't think I added a lot. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that the contour, you can sort of push it a little bit like this a little bit more because you need to blend it because it's, but it's going to create a really nice shadow. And I like to do my forehead. You should definitely do your forehead. Make sure that when we do your color match or you get your whatever you order, I'll help you with the placements. So, and then you want to blend up what you've done on your cheeks, on your cheekbones to give that. And then don't forget, we put a little bit on our nose and you want to blend that up. Like that, anything extra. And then don't forget what you did on your jawline, right? And then bring whatever you have down. Now I did a very light application, as you can see. It's, so that's it. That's really all it. Now if you got the bronzer, you could either go in with your fingers, or if you got the bronzer, you got the brush. So you could flip it over and just go lightly into the bronzer like this. See how it's picked up some of the product, and swirl it on like you would if you were sun-kissed. I love this bronzer. The bronzer is so great. And you see how that gave me some sunshine and color? And just make sure that you're pulling it down like you have a little bit on your chin, whatever's on your brush, on your cheeks. Now you could add more. You could go in with your finger like this and do more. I find that sometimes if you do your finger with it, it makes little spots. So just be careful how you do that and that you blend it in well. Then the last thing that's new is the Nova, which you also get in the 8. So I believe you get, you get both the Bella Bronzer and the Nova in the 8. So this is why I love the 8 so much and the 12, because you get all of these colors. The Nova is such a pretty, let me show you a swatch. It's like a really pretty, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I should do a swatch on my arm for you. Take my watch off. Oh no, I'll just leave it. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if will that show you? It's a gorgeous sort of skin tone illuminator that you can just add to your cheekbones like this. But first what we're gonna do is add our lip and cheek. So Madrid is the color that is in the number 4. I love that. So again, you could take the same brush, doesn't matter, you could take either one of these, the more dense round section, and then you can just dab in, so you're not taking a ton of product, and create a beautiful flushed cheek. I love this because it's natural. It works for so many, people, and this is perfect for my skin tone. I love it. I actually have this in my palette. This is my color, actually. So I was so excited to see it as one of the colors. So this is Madrid, and you could also go in with your finger. Let me give you a swatch of it so you can see it. Sorry, didn't mean to lower that so you didn't see me do that. So here is Madrid. It's a really beautiful coral, but it's warm, you know what I mean? It's not a pink, it's just really great. There you go, I think you can see it now. Okay, there's that. And if you wanted to put it on your lips, you could do that too. And just add it, I guess. So it is really pretty. And then we're gonna go in next. So that's all the colors that's in, no, I think there's one more. Oh, Desert Sunset. So Desert Sunset is a gloss. I love this one. Let me do a swatch of that for you so you can see it. See how pretty that looks with that? It's so pretty. I hope that's zooming in. I'm trying to look at the camera. It's really pretty, right? So you can take that and put that on top. I mean, how pretty is this? I love these colors. I wear these colors. And then you can also take the Desert Sunset on here like that and just add a little bit more sheen to your cheeks like that. Just do that. Okay, and then the last color is kind of fun for lip and cheeks. They have Ruby, I think. Yeah, Ruby. Ruby. So Ruby is such a pretty color, and it's going to surprise you because it's really pink, but it's kind of fun for a change, for a gloss, and it looks really pretty on. But I'm going to leave this for now. So that is that. Hold on, let me just fix my eyebrows because they're driving me crazy. So next, I want to go over and do a quick eyeshadow with you if you get the 12. So obviously everybody is different and everybody will get a different eyeshadow 6 quad colors depending on the level that you are. But I was so excited about these colors because I love chai, I love bright eyes, and I love all of the colors. So let's do a quick eyeshadow. This is the eyeshadow brush I was talking about that is not, I used it so it's a little dirty, but I will clean it. So this is the fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush, excuse me. And then this is the smaller end. And as you can see, it's a little more dense, it's small, it's really cool. And then let's see, did this one? Yes, now you can see it, sorry. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to take the go to the second layer of the palette and go into, I'm gonna go into Chai, which is the lightest color right here. I'm gonna just show you an option. I'm just gonna wash it all over my eyelid like that, right? That's one way, right? And then I'm gonna go in with the other end of the brush. I'm gonna go into, what do I wanna go to? I wanna go into Lullaby, which is the more pink color. And I'm gonna add a little bit like this to the outer. Maybe I'll do each eye a little different so you can see. So this is Lullaby, it's so pretty. And then you can turn over your brush. And I love this fluffy end of the brush because it makes it even and smooths it out to create a really pretty look. So isn't that pretty? That is the Stay Golden. Did I say, I think I said Chai, but it's Stay Golden. So it's Stay Golden and Lullaby. And then you could take a little bright eye with your finger, which is just the sparkle. You could just put a little bit right here in the middle of your eye. I don't know if you can see that. See how that is so pretty, right? And then that could be really pretty by itself. You could use that like that, just on top, and mix that. And then you could go in with the smaller end of the brush into Cocoa, which is the darkest color, right here. Just add a little bit like an eyeliner, like right here. Right? Am I getting close enough? Sorry. And then use a little bit on the bottom, like that. So obviously each shade has its own eyeshadows and you can mix and match them however you want, but there's so many options. So that is one option, right? And then let's put a little mascara on so we can see what it looks like. But wow, it makes my eyes so blue. I love the colors. And then, so those are 3 colors. Where's my mascara? This is obviously not included, but you probably have mascara. Just put on a little mascara. Okay, and see how it looks finished. And then I want to show you the illuminator. Oh, that's really pretty. It's a nice little mix. So that's one way to do the eyeshadows on that side. And then you could do on the other, you could do, you could just go in with Basic, which is the color right there. And you could sweep that all over your eyes and just have a basic look, right, like this. This is pretty. And up into here, like that. That's a pretty color as well. And then you could go into Cocoa like I did before and just add a little bit like this. Hold on, I need a mirror for this. And just do a little bit right here. These eyeshadows are really saturated, so where you place your brush will be where most of the color goes, which makes sense. but you just want to make sure that you blend it out, which is why the fluffy end of the brush is so useful. So that is really nice. And if you don't want the shimmer, you can just do it plain like that, right? And do a little bit underneath. And then what I love you can do, so that's just a really simple 2 eyeshadow look. We'll put a little mascara on, right? I mean, it's so fun. So many cool ways to use this makeup. If you're not an eyeshadow person, then don't go for the 12. Go for the 8 because it has more products. And like I said, the 4 is they're all good. They're all great. They all match my colors. So I was so happy to see that. But I think that you have more flexibility with the 8. And if you don't want eyeshadows, then definitely the 8 is the way to go because you get an illuminator, you get all the things that you're gonna want. You get the one lip and cheek, you get the gloss, you get the illuminator, you know, you get everything that's on this level for the 8, and you get these 2 lip and cheeks, which are my favorites. Not that I don't love Ruby, but that may be a little out of the box. If you want something really neutral, this would be the way to go if you're a level 4. But every level is the same way. They're oh, see how different? They look really different, but they're just as pretty, the 2 different eyes. And then the next thing you can do, and the last thing we can do, is take a little of the illuminator. I like to go with my finger. You can put it right up here to give a little shimmer on your brow bone like that. You could do that. It gives a little color like that. You can put it right here to give you that down your nose. It's really pretty. The other thing you can do is just take your bronzer, your illuminator, and a little lip and cheek, and a little gloss. So there's so many different things to do. If you want to be totally sort of that naked, sun-kissed look, that's exactly what I would do. I would take the bronzer, I would take the illuminator, maybe color correct a few little things that you may have. You could just dab where you had an issue or something, and then do these 2 lip and cheeks. Be so gorgeous, right? I mean, so great. So those are all the different, I did most of the colors. The only thing I didn't use was the Black Friday. So, and I didn't use Ruby. So that is a lot. And look how simple and easy that was to create your full face with one of the pre-built starter collections. I love them so much. I was so impressed when I saw them being released, and how they really cater to each skin level was so brilliant. So if you're interested in any of these 3 starter kits, oops, let me pick them up so you can see. Obviously, like I said, this one will be silver. I just don't have a silver one. And then you get the brushes with it depending on here. Oopsie, let's do it like this. You get this brush with the either the 4 or the 8, and you get these 2 brushes with the 12. Like this. Definitely click below. I will put a link for this. If you would like me to help you with a color match, you're not sure what level you are, what shade you are, or you want a color match because you want to customize your own palette, which 100% I think hands down, the best way to go is to get a color match and have a customized palette to you. But if that is of no interest to you, you don't want to do a selfie, you don't want to fill out the form, whatever, then this is a great second option. And I believe there is a return policy that you can swap out some colors, but you can't just return one color because you didn't like it. I think you have to return the whole thing. So again, lots of different options. There's all the facts and everything. There is a blog post that I've put up as well that I will link that has it all written out. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love for you to stop back when new videos are posted, and that helps me grow this channel. So thank you so much for being with me today. I really enjoyed being able to explain this to you. If you have any questions, please comment, reach out, and I would be happy to help you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.